Good morning, Aurora. I'm Ramiro Rodriguez with your weather here, and it seems that this week will probably be a very weird week. So without further ado, let's get right into the details. Monday, today. It seems that we're gonna have a partially cloudy day with an elevated fire risk, so be careful for today. With the lowest being 65 and the highest being 67. Tonight, we're gonna have possible showers up at the 20%, with the lowest being 49 and the highest being 53. Tomorrow, we're going to have showers and possible thunderstorms up to 40 to 70%, and the lowest being 58 and the highest being 68. Tomorrow night, we'll have possible showers up at 20%, and the lowest will be 34 and the highest being 39. Wednesday, we have a partially cloudy day. It's going to be a bit breezy, a bit cold, and we expect the lowest being 46 and the highest being 56. Wednesday night, it will be a clear night, and we'll have potential areas of frost. So be careful for a bit chilliness, and the lowest being 31 and the highest being 36. Thursday, it's going to be a partially cloudy day with it's going to be cooler at the Illinois Lake Michigan shore, at the lowest being 58 and the highest being 65. Thursday night will be a cloudy night. With the lowest being 43 and the highest being 47. Friday, we'll have possible thunderstorms with the lowest being 63 and the highest being 69. Friday night, we'll also have possible thunderstorms with the lowest being 55 and the highest being 61. I'm Emir Rodriguez with your weather here, and I'll be seeing you next time.
Aurora. The time is 9:04 a.m. and you are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. It's Monday. I hope that you guys had a great and fantastic weekend. We have a great interview, show, and guest for you. Don't forget, we're at 5 days a week for both shows now. So right after our interview this morning, we've got Buenos Dias Aurora with a great interview for you beginning at 9:30. My guest today is my dear friend Tracey Hodges of Restoration 1 Fox Valley. How you feeling?
I am great, sir. Thank you so much for having me on this
Absolutely.
beautiful sunny Monday so far.
Yeah, it's we just talked about the weather.
Yeah.
It's not looking bad out there. Amir Rodriguez gave us the weather report too.
He did a great job.
And speaking of which, weather, the elements, potential damage to one's home or property is what Restoration 1 is about. So let us know about Restoration 1 and the kind of services you guys provide.
Well, on the business sense, we love the rain.
Yeah.
But on the personal sense, it's like, Anyway, so April showers bring May flowers, right?
Right.
Anyway, yes, the rain is when homeowners need to, well, they should be proactive actually ahead of time. But if you do get lots of rain, you need to check your basement the morning after to make sure your sump pump didn't fail or no leaks happened as far as weather-related type of incidences. There's other mechanical failures
Sure.
throughout that constantly happen, but that's also the downfall of homeowners is they tend to not go to their basement every day, even if it's finished, and then they go down 3 or 4 days later and the carpet is soggy.
Right.
And that's when it is more costly and more evasive type of a repair for us to do or mitigation for us to do for the homeowner. So check your basements after
Check your basement.
lots of rain.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the history of Restoration One?
History. Our personal history is we started in January of 2020, the year of COVID.
Wow.
And who knew it was going to be tested with survivalship or not?
Yep.
You know, so after then when COVID came, we were deemed essential and were allowed to stay open because things happened, especially when there was a shortage of toilet paper and other things went down the toilet besides toilet paper.
Right.
So we were there for homeowners and property owners and commercials, because we do commercial as well, for any need, whether it was the mechanical failures or the rains that happened. They knew that they needed to be helped, and we were essential.
Right.
So 4 years. So you are 4 years in May.
Yeah.
We're 4 or 5 years this year, so we're close.
Yeah, very close.
to-
Very similar. Very similar. And for the listeners as well, you this is your second time.
Yes, sir, and
Right.
I'm very grateful. Yes.
Second time
Yes.
being on our show, and
Thank
we're
you.
glad to have you back as well. But we've seen you a lot in the community as well. And Restoration One has done a lot of sponsoring events, taking part in different events too. So you guys are very acclimated with the community.
Try very hard. We know that being a part of the community is not only fun, but it's part of what a business should do.
Right.
You know, be part of the community. It goes hand in hand. They learn about you, but they also learn that you care when you're part of the community. You're
Right.
not just a brick and mortar building sitting there waiting for business.
Right.
So, yeah.
So Restoration One assists with damage from fire, smoke, water, and there's a fourth element.
There's lots, but
There's
I
lots?
usually roll off my tongue and sewer.
Sewer, that's
And
right.
then the Buzz Lightyear thing and beyond.
And beyond. Okay.
Because if there's any issue inside your home or commercial property, even municipality, give us a call because we can probably take care of it. Our guys have experience. They love problem solving, and we've done bats in the walls. We've done raccoon dung in the attic and then replaced the insulation. We've done hoarder houses. I mean, seriously, anything that's an infection or anything unwanted in your home or business, give us a call. We can take it out. We love challenges. We have the proper PPE to take care of such things as mold, rat dung infested or raccoon dung infested attic, insulation,
Right.
anything like that. I did get asked a funny question last week, and the gentleman said, "Can you remove my 30-year-old son from the couch in my basement?"
Well, yeah, we hiring.
And I said, that's a good answer. I like that. I just said yes, but I can't guarantee he won't come back.
Right. Yeah.
But yours is an awesome answer as well. That was good.
Yep.
That was good.
So what is the what's the service area for Restoration One?
We can go anywhere we're called.
Okay.
But so our territory, so to speak, that I market to is South Elgin over to like Oak Brook, down to the northern edge of Plainfield, and then the edge of Sugar Grove.
Okay.
Out in
All right.
there. So
That's
I should give you highways.
It's a large area.
It
yeah.
is. It is. Yes, we have a large.
The time is 9:09. Good morning to all of you great people. Good to see you guys. Daniel Calderon, good morning. Ruby Sue, good morning. Dana D. Mercado, good morning. And Teresa Dubois, good morning to you. Sheila Teague as well, good morning. And thank you guys for tuning in. So, you mentioned hoarder houses,
Yes, sir.
which I don't know if you guys like TV like I do, but when you see some of those shows, it's like, wow. How frequent?
We've only done one or two of those.
Okay.
And part of it is maybe just the public doesn't know that we are equipped to be able to do that.
Right.
That's why, whenever I say and beyond
Okay.
at networking events, it's hard to give all those extra little outside the box.
Right.
But we just to try to let people know that we're there for them. So we've only done a couple, but just something that we are there for should the people need
Right.
it, or homeowners.
Is there a typical service or that folks want? Is it by our seasons and our conditions, kind of dictating what our calls are gonna be?
Another great question. You always have good ones. Yes, sir. We are obviously, when your rainy season of spring and fall, when the rains, then we do mostly water, the flooded basement, things like that. Following the spring rains, if they didn't check for those leaks or leaks in their attic or whatever, the heat from the summer
Right.
turns into a lot of mold calls. And then the winter, a couple years ago, we had the polar vortex with
Yeah.
the frozen pipes. So if it gets, even this year, it didn't get tagged as a polar vortex, but it was unusually cold for quite a
Right.
while. And then those pipes freeze.
Right.
I do have a video out there that I did with a realtor friend that gave 3 winter tips to winterize your home and your pipes and things like that, whether you stay at home, and then another one if you're what's called a snowbird type thing when they go south for the winter.
Okay, yeah.
And
yeah.
how to prevent your home or have your home checked and be a little winterproof from frozen pipes and such. So always like to give tips. So that brings in frozen pipes. But around that are just year-long mechanical failures, as I keep referring to, whether it's a overflowed bathtub or dishwasher line break or washing machine break. So
Right.
any of those, it's not just water from the basement, but yes, definitely seasonal. Definitely seasonal with the water.
The time is 9:12 a.m. In the time that you've been open, Restoration One has been around, what have you learned about the business community? What have you experienced? How's that been?
Well, me personally, almost everything, because I came from teaching.
Okay. starting off at scratch, right? Yeah.
I did sort of. I mean, I had my own little. There's some things I just knew
Sure.
from doing other things even before teaching, but for me personally, the business development aspect has been an exponential learning curve.
Okay.
Just in how to do a 30-second pitch when you go to the networking things.
Yeah.
The seasonality behind it, the whole thing behind restoration itself, because it is a different type of business.
Right.
I'm not selling the business. I am educating everywhere I go what we do and giving seasonal tips.
What would its industry be?
I'm sorry?
What would its industry be? How
Well,
would it be?
that's the other thing, square peg, round hole sometimes, because we're service trade, it's not commercial, we don't sell, we're not retail, so it's falls under construction.
Okay,
It
right.
does fall under construction. However, we don't need a plumber's license, a contractor's license, a welder license. So for the city of Aurora, for example, when I went to one of their informational meetings about how to become on their list of providers, so to speak.
We were there at the same one.
Yes,
Yeah.
I thought you were. I was trying to find out where we fit, and we really don't, like I said, round peg, square hole kind of thing, but definitely kind of under the contractor service
Right.
trade umbrella.
So the business started in 2020.
Yes, sir.
Pretty much when COVID started.
Yes.
And here we are now in the relatively post-COVID
Yes.
world. How do you see the next 5 years going? What's Restoration One going to be looking like in the next 5 years?
Growth.
Right.
If I do my job right, no kidding. Getting the word out there. We did hire another business developer to kind of divide up the large territory that
Right.
you had mentioned. So that's awesome and wonderful. We've added a third kind of a team leader, so to speak.
Okay.
And that was recent. We have 3 trucks. So each year there is growth as far as manpower. We have outgrown the building we're at right now, which is 2 bays, 3 trucks, all that kind of stuff. So when we are ready to add, as you know, as a business person, you moved here with growth, you have to do it at the right time.
Right.
Too soon and you've taken on too much cost. So we have to be very strategic about it. But the next move would need to be in either a completely new space or just another bay in the construction or the what am I trying to say? The warehouse strip
Right.
that we're in,
Right.
because we've outgrown the space that we're at.
How feasible is it to get another bay made in that same space?
Right now, they're all full. We've taken over the one next door.
Okay.
So right now, there is nothing available in the commercial strip we're in.
Oh, so y'all
right
need
now.
land.
So
Y'all need
Mark
land.
has a plan that you're like-minded. He
Yep,
knows. Looking for
absolutely.
your own landlord kind of thing. So
Yeah.
yes, definite talks of growth always. He is very futuristic and probably 3 years out from where we are, because you have to be.
Absolutely.
So-
As they say, proper planning prevents poor performance. The
Very-
5 P's,
ooh.
ladies and gentlemen.
I love
There's
that
your-
alliteration for
Absolutely.
the day.
That's for you. 9:16 a.m. is the time. Tracy Duran is here. Good morning to you, Tracy Duran. RJ O'Neill is here. Good morning, RJ
Hi, Jessica.
O'Neill. That's right, Jessica. And she's coming on the show. I think we talked about that. Jessica, did we talk about? I think we did. Yeah, we're working on that.
Yes,
we're working
Jessica
on that.
and I, the business, we're partners,
Yep.
help each other out.
Trisha Green, good morning. And DJ Spanky D and my good friend Alejandro Ibarra, good morning to you as well. 9:16 is the time. So, with the fire, smoke, all the things that we've been talking about, is there any kind of working with overlap or any certifications from like the EPA or anything like that when it comes to dealing with and disposing of mold and other harmful substances?
The gentlemen who are our team, that are our team leaders,
Okay.
and of course the husband, all have to go through the restoration training as
Okay.
far as water. So there are some certifications that need to be done to have that team leader role.
Right.
And yes, PPE for sure. There are other things we could do that we don't have the guys branching out to yet, because there's more certification and more regulation of that. So, for example, asbestos.
Right.
We do get lots of calls for asbestos, and even though we have the proper PPE, then the certification, there's more regulation behind not the removal and disposal
Right.
of the asbestos. So that's left too. We do get asked a lot of times if we can do, because we have the PPE and we can clean up messes, if we do the crime scene.
Right.
And we can, but we have not branched out into that yet.
Sure.
The guys are clamoring. They think that
Yeah.
is something that they would like to do, but we have not. That has more regulation and more certification behind it. And as mentioning growth in proper times and steps, it's something that we have not done yet.
Right. Boy, that opened up a whole lot
Yes,
of
it
doors.
would.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
it would.
When I was a young man, I worked at a car wash for a little bit, and there was a team of gentlemen who did. The company is well known. The name escapes me at the moment, but
Aftermath.
that's right.
there
Those
is.
gentlemen, a bunch, 3 guys would always come in and get their cars and their vehicles serviced, and they recruited from our little car wash
did
there.
they?
They
Okay.
got a couple guys
Yeah.
went on. That's a different profession, but
It is.
yeah.
It is.
So 9:19 is the time. What are the next upcoming events that Restoration One will either be at or sponsoring or taking part in?
Furthest out and closest. So, real close is the Hands of Hope, Fox Valley Hands of Hope,
Okay.
Cuisine for a Cause, which is happening right here in Aurora.
Absolutely.
That you just told me this morning you can be my guest at.
Yes.
And so Sunday, that is, we are sponsoring it and attending.
Okay.
And then backing out would be golf outings throughout the summer
Okay.
to that support different marine organizations for the Marines. We are huge veteran sponsors in however we can, trying to volunteer Mission Zero, which is the one for suicide prevention for Marines.
Are they out of Naperville? Are they
I should know. The
local?
office moved.
Okay.
So I can't remember where it moved. But anyway,
Yeah.
so they have a golf outing. There's another local Marine that's a chapter out of Oswego
Okay.
that's having a golf outing. And then, so those 2 golf outings, plus others, but then more community. Then we are heavily involved in sponsoring Prairie Fest for Oswego. That's Father's Day weekend every year.
Okay.
And this is roughly their 35th type, their anniversary type. I think it's 35, something like that. 30 years we've done that.
Okay.
Not that Restoration One has done that, but that Prairie Fest has been
Prairie
around.
Fest is a big one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So the my husband, being creative as he is, we are the restroom and wash station sponsors because of
Makes
the
sense.
water
Yeah.
in the sewer. Exactly. And they had never had one sponsor that until he came aboard with the great idea of sponsoring that.
Absolutely.
And then
Like
Prairie
it when it
Fest.
works out like that, right?
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right. And then the venue at Oswego with all of their summer lineup of concerts. We sponsor that as well to just help them bring bands to the summer festival, which they're half and half. Those are free and some are charged for, so the concerts.
Right.
So there's a mix for that. But yeah.
Okay. 9:21 is the time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a fantastic episode that we are having and a great guest today, Tracey Hodges of Restoration One Fox Valley. How can the folks get in contact with you and learn more if they didn't do their basement homework?
If they didn't do their I like that. If they didn't do their basement homework, they can, I started to say Google us on Facebook. If you follow us on Facebook, we are on Facebook, and there's a number on the landing page for Facebook.
Okay.
Should you Google Restoration One of Fox Valley,
Yep.
because there are different chapters or branches, so to speak, but the one near you is of Fox Valley, and Google Restoration One of Fox Valley will get us to take care of you right away.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Very good
Yes.
stuff. All right. Josue Pais, good morning to you as well. And the Woodcrafters by Luz and Juan. Morning, folks. Wishing you all a successful week out there. Well, we appreciate that. David Vargas, good morning to you as well. 9:22 is the time. Okay. So before we start landing this airplane, I wanted to take a moment to plug in Java Plus and Javier Burgos, who've been dear friends of ours.
Yes.
And I wanted to just kind of make that connection because Java Plus and yourself and Norma Peterson and a lot of other great people.
Yes.
When you talk about the community aspect, we're working with the same organizations here, a coffee house, to help promote and support businesses, local businesses here in Aurora. And that's important because to make it at least 4 years has been no small feat. So congratulations to you guys.
Yes.
Yeah,
thank
congratulations to you guys. How can we help you?
This is a great help. We appreciate it very much. Not only is it fun, but
no
it helps
problem.
get the word out. So I love supporting you and telling everybody about you as well and your growth and what you do. But thank you for letting me be your guest on this show. Just think of us whenever you need help with any problems in your home or
Okay.
business. Keep us top of mind. But
Okay.
yeah, just being here, helping get the word out. Thank
Well,
you.
we'll be sure to keep sharing your events and all the great things that Restoration One does as well on the social media when we have the opportunity. So you guys get ready to see that. All right. The show ends on a positive note. What is your message today for the people of Aurora? You are starting off the week.
I
No
told
pressure.
you, don't
No
blindside me. You just did. How to start the week. I don't know. It's a sunny Monday. Anytime I get up and the sun is shining, just be grateful for the day and get out there with your best foot forward. learn from your mistakes. There really aren't any mistakes. Everything is a learning opportunity.
Absolutely. So. Very well said. Very well said. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a fantastic episode with Tracey Hodges of Restoration 1 Fox Valley. Right now, we are going to go to a commercial. And at the end of the commercial, Good Morning Aurora is going to sign off, and Buenos Dias Aurora will begin. The guest today for Buenos Dias Aurora is Rafael Verea, and he is the executive director of Despertar Latino. And he is going to be interviewed by, well, you know what? I'll let you see that. Take it easy, guys.
Imagine what's possible when a city makes an unprecedented investment, a commitment that reshapes a city's landscape forever, that equalizes economic opportunity, elevates education for all, empowers businesses, inspires collaboration between institutions, improves public services, and enhances the lives of every resident. Now, imagine that city is ours. We know it's possible because other cities have done it. Places like Longmont, Colorado, a community that leveraged its investment in municipal electricity and upgraded its substations to create a 17-mile fiber loop, delivering critical connectivity to the city's institutions, organizations, and small businesses, achieving an incredibly high adoption rate. And in Pharr, Texas, a border town of 80,000, voted the least connected city in America, invested in 700 miles of fiber, delivering broadband managed services that are enriching residents' lives. Cities, towns, and regions are stepping up all over America. There is no question that Aurora can and deserves to be America's next great smart city. But it's up to us. We have a responsibility we can't ignore to see everyone living in our city, regardless of economic status, having broadband services that are simple, efficient, safe, and powerful. Imagine children having safe internet access anywhere, never needing to connect outside of a fast food restaurant. Imagine every building in every neighborhood and retail outlet, new and old, modernized, intuitive, secure. Imagine exciting subscribers with the ultimate broadband experience and giving parents control over all of it. Imagine deploying cyberbullying protection that notifies parents throughout Aurora that their kids are being bullied and providing resources to protect them. Imagine a city with first responders seamlessly connected and with safer public spaces. Can you see this smart city? Can you see our future? We do. Aurora is ready for world-class connection that serves our residents, that helps businesses grow and unifies our community. Let's take this opportunity to give all of our residents, businesses, and community organizations the advantages that come with unrivaled broadband infrastructure and services. Let's come together and deliver a world where digital equity creates a city that is smarter, safer, and sustainable for generations to come.
Not your bank's top priority? Here at Wintrust, we take a different approach to banking. No hidden fees or runarounds, but a true banking partner focused on your unique financial goals. Whether you're opening your first account, found your dream home, planning for the future, or starting a business, we have the financial solutions to get you there. Stop settling and start experiencing a better way to bank. Wintrust, different approach, better results.